Hi, Dyslexic Genius here. What I'm going to talk about is how do you oil your Edison standard phonograph. And this works for any phonograph, but I like to do model by model in oiling. And in your phonograph survival kit, you're going to need sewing machine oil, STP, super lube, and a Starbucks stopper. If you don't have one, go down to Starbucks and get a mocha. Okay, here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to oil the standard. You're going to lift the carriage up. You're going to pull the gate off if you have a gate like that. And you're going to put a little drop of oil right here in the end of the spindle shaft, the mandrel, right there. Then you're going to come back and drop one right here at the other end, just like that. Just put a little bit in there, and that'll help everything run. Then what you're going to do, since we have this open and this open, we're going to be in the front. We're going to put a couple of drops. This thing right here is called the rail. A couple of drops in there, and you're just going to slide it with your finger. Close that. Push this back. And we're going to put a drop of oil right here on the back rod in here. Pick it up a little. Oh man, it's moving smoothly now. You put a little down here. You only need a little drop of oil. Sewing machine. There we go. Now in the gear train, we're going to drop one right here. Drop of oil there. Drop of oil there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to spin the phonograph around. Oh, and we have to oil the lead screw. Wow, look what Edison did for us. Pops that up like that. We're going to put a little drop of oil right here. Now you're going to take the super lube. And this is the lead screw. We're just going to take some super lube. This is a little bit lighter than sewing machine oil, but it works better on the lead screw right there. Pop that down. We're good to go. On these two gears right here, because these rattle a lot on a 2-minute, we're going to go into the STP. And all you have to do is oil the big gear, the secondary gear, because it's in the middle. You're just going to take a little bit of STP and you'll put it on that top of that gear. Like that.
So not all the way around the top?
Yeah, just a little bit, because we took the cover off, which fits right here. You'll have to take this cover off to do it. It has 2 screws, very easy. Now let's oil the inside. First thing we're going to do is oil the governor. We're going to come in and we're going to put a drop right there at the end of the governor, between the bearing that's in this casting and the end of the governor right there. We're going to come over here and we're going to drop one in between the casting and the gear on the governor shaft right there. A little bit. And you're going to come in right here with the felt and put a little oil on that one.
On the felt itself?
On the felt itself. And because you have another one of these on the other side, you can just put a little oil right in here. There we go. And that'll oil the other side just like that. Perfect. Now we're going to come in and we have this back gear train. We're going to oil back in here on this gear.
That little, so that gear in the back?
Mm-hmm. Go in there. Put a little drop there. Then you're going to come back in this gear train, and that's going to go all the way back in there. Like that. Make it a little easier for you to get it, look inside. We'll just tilt it back around. You just lay the machine down like that. And now we're going to get this one here. This one. And get that. Get that. And then we're going to put a drop right in here. Now you'll have to crank the motor up, and on the Edison, on all Edisons, you're going to see a little hole in here, and you'll have to crank it around till you find the hole, and you put a drop in there. There's an oiling hole on the barrel. Now what you're going to do, crank in, we'll give it a few spins, put the brake on. See if we got, so we have this brass gear and right here, and we have the steel gear that runs off the governor shaft right here. So we have a steel gear and a brass gear. So if everything's working.
The brass gear is the big one?
Brass gear is the big one. Should fire up, there we go. Take a little STP and you just dribble it on this gear right here.
On the little gear?
Yeah, you just get that going a little. And you get it so when it's running, you have oil on that whole gear, that big brass gear. And you can hear right now that it's already quieted the motor down. And you can see how it's running right there. And that's all there is to oiling an Edison standard. This will work on your home and firesides and stuff also. That's a quick, easy way to do that. You know, if you play it a lot, oil it twice a year. You don't play it a lot, once a year. And that's my tip for the day.